1.
Is that Victor 1?
Z Victor 1, proceed to Branson's warehouse, New Street. Intruders on the roof, suspected break-in. Our informant is a gentleman who lives opposite, name Mr. Green, 73A, New Street.
Z Victor 1, Wilco. Now, let's pick old Tennington up on the way back. They might need some help.
Sorry to take off this job, gents. I think we better get some help to Jock and Fancy before they get smashed up. Wait. What are you two doing?
Taking a shortcut to Myrtle Street. You a copper?
Fancy, take him away. Charge him at the station. Hold on. How old are you?
12 years, 3 months. 12 and 3/4, sir.
Ah, well, hold him there till I get back. Come on, the pair of you. Come on. Come on, you. Go on, then. Right, turn this way.
You want to go do a daft thing like break into Brownson's for? You might have known you'd get copped.
Doesn't matter, does it?
It's like that, is it? What's your name then, son?
Tommy Higgins.
I see. You're the hard nut of the outfit, are you? Your mate doesn't seem to be doing much talking, does he now?
He's older than I am.
Well, older or not, I shouldn't be surprised you weren't sent to an approved school or something. What do you want to go and do it for, Tommy?
How fast are we doing this?
Sergeant Watt, are you trying to tell the court that these 2 youngsters were kept in the police station all night?
Considering the way they were behaving, sir, it was thought they would commit further offences.
It never occurred to you to take them home to their parents, Sergeant Watt, who might very well have been much concerned as to the whereabouts of their children.
We did inform the parents, sir.
I see. Thinks Sergeant was having a strip torn off him in there.
Well, I hope they don't think that we were daft enough to let them go once we'd got them.
No, but you must understand how the magistrate feels. After all, there was quite a few likely characters in there last night alongside those two wee boys.
Ah, come off it.
Oh, I know they weren't in the cell.
What, so you think their Snow White ears needs protections from a few some blinds?
Oh,
do you?
don't be so stupid, Fancy. I'm not as innocent as that. But it seems hard when two slips of lads to be locked in a police station all night. I must admit.
Any road, it's not our job to decide what should or shouldn't be done. And them that decide that are a damn sight better paid than we are. Why should we do it for free?
A few years ago, Fancy, that could have been you.
Good at that. Or you?
This is a very serious offence, and you were both caught in the act. However, as it's your first offence, and you're both so young, I'm going to give you a chance to get on the right side of the law. You'll each be placed on probation for 12 months. Now, this means that if either of you appear here again during the next 12 months, you'll be dealt with very severely. Do you understand? I repeat, do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did they ever put you inside, Jock?
Not me. They never caught me.
I bet you were quite a lad in those days.
I was a very serious student of crime from age of 3 and always have been.
Have you got all your things?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, come on then.
I'm going to wait for Tommy.
Oh, no, you're not. Get out of that door. Stay away from that boy. If I catch you near him again, I'm going to...
What are we going to do with him, Enid?
What are you going to do with him, you mean? Fine father you've been, I must say.
You can't blame me for my injury. I have tried, that's more than you have.
Soft as soft soap. Oh, you oily old dribbler. Just look at you. You're disgusting.
Quiet, Enid, he's coming.
Quiet. I'll knock the living daylights out of him when I get him home. That I will.
You'll do no such thing.
Well, if you can't, I must. Come on, Tommy.
Can I give you a hand, Mr. Higgins?
I'll manage on my own.
Coming to the CID dinner, John?
I reckon so. The old martyr Merritt's backing out again.
Wife and kids. Wife won't have them drinking.
You'll not get far then. That's him done.
Thanks, Wayne. Not a good report, John.
In fact, it's a bad one.
As crime prevention officer, it's your duty to keep the stuff in check, isn't it?
Well, it's all that little stuff. You can't keep track of it.
Kids.
That's a long way short of it. Petty larceny.
It's a pity the juvenile courts don't step up the punishment a bit. Might be an idea to put in a report to the CC.
Stepping up the punishment never seems to do any good, sir. We're starting at the wrong end.
Well, which end should we start at, then?
In the cradle. Before they start putting two and two together and seeing other people knocking off property legitimately and making easy money on the right side of the law. That's what you could say before they start breathing in this rotten world, sir.
I think I'll have to put in a report about you, John. You're not smiling often enough, lad.
I think you better add, sir.
You should have had 3 sons. You'd make a good father.
There's still time. Now, what about this rise in offences involving violence? 313 more convictions than 1960 and still 2 months to go.
What did the cop... No. a copy of that get to the judge.
But before the judge, eh?
Yeah.
What did the judge do?
Let us off.
Let you off?
Best defence, eh?
Let you off, just like that?
I said too young to go to prison. That's what I tried to tell Jimmy. He's too scared. Nearly done in his pants.
Didn't he say nothing?
He said just go away and don't do it again.
Now get off.
We got 12 months probation, like.
Did you, Tommy?
Yeah, 12 months.
So what are you going to do, like?
Nothing. We gotta go and see this fella every week.
Do your backsides kicked?
No, he's gonna talk to us. Shut up, Jimmy. Straight up, though, Tom. It's on the level.
That Tommy thinks he's an hard knock, don't he?
Yeah, Donny.
What's all his probation made of?
Oh, you know, nothing.
He's trying to be an hard knock too.
Somebody told me Tommy's got a duty. Get on.
Someone's a dead liar.
No, but you think he is an hard knock, though?
You are? A hard knock? It's all a big act.
What's that to shoot you big gobber for? Well, that's what we got, isn't it? That's nothing. Come on, shoot. Come on, bigger! Come down, Matthew Street, that's an hour. What for?
Higgins?
Hey, tell me where I can find the headmaster.
Yes, sir. Through the door, turn right, and it's the third on your right.
Ah.
Andrew, you had better learn the difference between right and wrong very, very soon, or you'll find yourself up in front of somebody far more powerful to deal with you than I am. Now, out you go. You'll get 6 from Mr. Johnson. Next time it'll be 12.
Sir.
Come in.
Detective Sergeant Watt, sir. Crime Prevention Officer for the division.
Sit down, Sergeant. What can I do for you?
It's about Higgins, sir, whom you may know.
Yes, I'm more than familiar with Higgins, Sergeant. What I can assure you. What's he done this time?
Well, it's not so much what he has done, sir, as what he might do. As you probably know, he's on 12 months probation already for his last escapade. I just wanted to ask you to keep a special eye on him, if you would. The probation idea didn't seem to sink in, as you might say.
I'm not surprised.
In fact, I'm not sure that you shouldn't have been sent to an approved school straight off.
That would hardly solve Higgins's problem, though, would it, Sergeant?
It would have solved mine, sir, if I may say so. And yours do come to that.
Shelved, I should prefer to say, Sergeant, rather than solved. The buck would have been successfully passed, as the Americans might say. Don't you think?
I don't know about that, sir.
If you send him to an approved school straight off, Sergeant, you'll turn him into a hardened criminal. Within 6 months of being inside, he'll turn into an old lag.
I'm sure it's not my job to argue the toss with you, sir.
Then who is going to argue the toss with me, Sergeant?
I think the best course would be to try to keep him out of trouble. That way we'd both be happy.
Well, I'll see what I can do, Sergeant. But you must remember there is no malice in Higgins. He's never attacked anyone or done anyone any harm that I'm aware of.
No, sir. It's people's property we're concerned about.
Yes, property. Perhaps it's rather hard for him to understand the concept of property. I suppose it's my duty to explain it to him. That's what I'm paid for, isn't it, Sergeant? Well, I imagine you're rather busy these days, you policemen. I mustn't detain you. I hope we don't have cause to meet again. In connection with Higgins, of course.
Of course. Well, goodbye, Mr. Williamson.
Mr. Watt, have you ever tried explaining about other people's property to children?
No, sir. I'm afraid not, sir. What are you standing there for, Higgins?
What's in house there?
Aye.
I had that bag when I came into your store, Mr. Manager, and there'll be no ifs or buts. It's your responsibility.
I'm sorry, madam, but we cannot accept the responsibility of goods stolen from customers.
But I had it when I came in here, don't you see? I distinctly remember putting it into this very basket when I got out of the car.
I'm afraid that's not the point, madam.
Do you realize how much money was in that bag? Do you realize?
Madam, would you care to step in my office for a moment?
£84 in £1 notes.
Look, I really am very sorry about this.
Sorry? You'll be more than sorry.
Madam, would you mind stepping into my office, please? We have sent for the police, and they'll be here in a few moments. It's just through here.
Office? Now I suppose I shall have to waste the afternoon talking to numbskull policemen.
Speedy to Z Victor 1.
Is that Victor 1?
Z Victor 1, go to Martin's store, New Street, handbag stolen.
Is that Victor 1, Wilco?
What do they want us to do? Drive her home?
Oh, well, it's something to do.
Let's get there.
Hey, where are you going round the back for?
Can I go round the back? Maybe we'll get a cup of tea.
Hey. Who's your friend?
He must be as blind as a bat.
It's a good job he didn't do that 10 seconds ago.
We should run him in for dangerous driving.
After you.
Right, if you send 2 gross, that'll be fine, thank you very much. Right, goodbye.
Don't think you're going to get away with this, you know. My husband's a close personal friend of one of your directors.
The police have come, Mr. Brown, you know.
All right, send them in, please.
And about time, too.
So, you had £84 in your handbag when you came into the shop.
That's true. And I'm not going until I get it back. If I had it when I came in, I shall have it when I go out.
You put this handbag with the £84 in £1 notes into your shopping basket.
That's true.
And you wandered around the shop with your handbag in your shopping basket for 12 minutes.
Yes, only 12 minutes.
And there's nothing else in the basket but the handbag.
Nothing.
I see. And you were surprised when you found it had gone.
Well, of course I was. And I say it again, I shan't go till I get it or the money back.
I see. Oh, by the way, is that your car outside the front door, the green saloon with the flowers on the windscreen?
Yes, why?
Well, I thought I saw Constable Tennington sticking a parking ticket on it. I should move it if I were you.
My husband's a close personal friend of your chief constable, and I shall have him report you for insolence.
Morning, John.
Morning, sir.
Lovely morning.
Looks like spring setting in.
Aye. Excuse me not standing up, sir.
Oh, excellent dinner last night. I thought you were in good form.
Better form than I'm in this morning, sir.
Oh, I am. What's been happening?
Another couple of break-ins, sir. 20 quid gone from one, a lot of old rubbish from the other. Sergeant Twentyman spotted a stolen car on his way home. Sent Windsor Steel after it, and I chased it right through the city.
Oh, well, what happened?
Got a complaint from the city police.
What about the stolen car?
I lost it.
Oh, very, very clever of them, yeah.
Well, I thought you wanted keen lads on crime cars, sir. Sergeant, what?
Sweet tea. No sugar.
Thank you. Another break-in. I've got to send these figures into headquarters in 3 weeks' time. The local thieves go on at this rate, there'll be questions in the house.
Never mind, John. The long summer evenings are setting in.
And then there'll be an increase in daylight robberies, sir.
Ah, less the hearty dinners.
Yeah.
Come in. Yes, what is...
Higgins and Harris, sir. They've skipped school dinners and gone off with about 4 lads.
Get them back. No, on second thoughts, who are the other boys?
Behan, sir, Cruikshank, Smythe, sir, and McCann.
Send them to me as soon as I get back. And don't let Higgins and Harris know you're doing it.
Yes, sir.
Did you enjoy your lunch, Behan?
Yes, sir. Preston school dinner, sir.
I see. What did you have?
Scrambled eggs, sir.
Who paid for it?
I don't know, sir.
What?
I think it was Higgins, sir.
Oh, I see. I suppose it was his birthday.
Yes, sir. It was.
And how did you manage to afford this, Cruikshank?
Bought it, sir.
What with?
Higgins gave me 2 quid, sir.
I see. And how much did Higgins give you, Smythe?
Nothing, sir.
That wasn't very generous of him, was it, Smythe?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what generous means, Smythe?
Yes, sir. Like throwing your money around.
Was Higgins throwing his money around?
No, sir. It was his birthday.
Send in McCann.
He's not here, sir.
Where is he?
He's gone into town, sir.
Gone into town? What for?
Higgins said he looked a bit scruffy, sir.
So?
So I give him 10 quid to go and get an overcoat, sir.
Thank you, Smythe. I better speak to Sergeant Watt, Newtown Police Station.
I'll be right along, Mr. Williamson. Percy, I'm going back to school.
Oh, it's about time you did, John.
I've been summoned to the headmaster's study. Them 2 lads we picked up on the roof of that warehouse have suddenly become affluent.
What those 2 need is a damn good belting.
Well, it's a good job you're not a magistrate, Percy. Or we'd all be inside, hanging from the roof by our thumbs, getting burst every 5 minutes for life.
If it's those 2 from that school that called me copper bottom, the least you can do is administer a good boot up the backside.
You're a sadist.
I'm not. I'm Church of England. And I'll thank you to keep the conversation clear.
Then you're a masochist. And you can look that one up.
What?
Hey, officer, is that your car?
What's that, missus?
I said, is that your car?
Hi.
Look, would you just take hold of this one for me and run him back to school? I'm fair wore out.
Well, I really can't do that, missus, unless I'm going to arrest him.
Well, he'll just have to run away again then, because I'm worn out.
Jimmy Harrison did.
Aye. Oh, I remember. You were there that day when he got his probation in court, weren't you?
Aye. And what's the matter then, Jimmy? Why didn't you want to go to school?
There, you see, Jimmy. This officer will put you in a cell if you don't go back to school.
I don't tell him that, missus. That wouldn't do any good. Jimmy, do you want another ride in the police car?
Yeah.
All right, then. Come on, get in. It's all right, Mrs. Harris. You'll be all right with me. Come on, get in.
Hey, we shouldn't be doing this, you know, Fancy.
I know.
We'll have every mother in Seaport ringing up for a crime car to take their delinquent kids to school.
Ah, come off it, Jock. Let's get it over with before anybody sees us. Why do you want to go to school this afternoon, then, Jimmy?
Don't know.
You Is your mate out on strike as well?
Don't know.
Tell me, Jimmy, when we caught you up on that roof, what did you want to do a daft thing like that for?
Don't know.
What do you know, Jimmy?
I never go enough farm before I go in.
Come on, lad, get out of the car. Come on.
Sergeant Watt.
What the blazes are you up to? Oh, well, Sergeant, his mother was dragging him to school because he's been playing hooky, and she's 6 months pregnant, and she asked us if we'd take him the rest of the way.
You what?
I was only doing her a favour.
What is this, a crime car or a school bus? Have you gone mad?
I shouldn't be surprised if I am.
Well, it's fortunate for you, Fancy. He's the lad I want to see. You come with me, Jimmy. You two had better get back and see if you can pick up some more fares.
You idiot, Fancy. I knew we would meet somebody. We'll never live this down.
I wonder what Sergeant Watt wanted young Jimmy for.
You and Tommy Higgins took that money from a woman's handbag you whipped in Brownson's, didn't you, Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
Good lad.
As you two have already appeared before me no less than 1 week ago, and as neither my warning, nor your teacher's warnings, nor your probation officer's warnings have had the slightest effect, I'm going to remand you for 3 weeks for medical observation. And this means that you'll have to go to a remand home to be examined by some doctors. Then you'll be brought back here in 3 weeks' time, and I shall decide what punishment you ought to have for stealing this money and for trying to break into the warehouse. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope you do.
I'm fed up with phone calls about these young offenders. Higgins and Alice had a full-time job on their own.
What's the problem?
Well, you know, they got remanded for 3 weeks for observation.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a phone call from Worlington Moor. It seems that not a single remand home in the north of England can take them. That's my last hope. That bunged full of kids can't observe them fast enough. Oh. Nothing on Worlington Moor? Well, what the blazes are we going to do with them, then? Well, we can't keep them in custody. The magistrate's played Mary L about that already. Oh. All right. Thanks, Tom. Well, we'll just have to reconvene the juvenile court first thing tomorrow morning and have them remanded on bail.
I do that.
Very well, Sergeant Watt. They must be released on bail for 3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
And I think it would be a good idea if you had a word with their headmaster.
Yes, sir. Magistrate says I better go and see the headmaster. Oh, blast it, Mr. Williamson. He's not going to like it. He's not going to like it one little bit.
Good luck. You mean to tell me, Sergeant Watt, that you're asking me to turn my school into a makeshift prison?
All I'm asking is your cooperation in what is a very difficult situation.
Well, I'm not trying to be uncooperative in any way, but I must say it's rather an unusual request. You see, one of the major advances in education recently has been the idea of making school as little like prison as possible. What you're asking me to do is to put the clock back 50 years or so. It's not something one can do all that cheerfully.
No, sir.
Look, under the circumstances, I'll try to make sure they stay in school, if they come to school, that is. Other than that, I can't promise.
Thank you, Mr. Williamson. If there is any trouble, you can always give me a ring.
I'll do that, if necessary, Sergeant Watt. Good day to you.
Oh, I've got the two of them waiting outside the door, sir. I thought you might like to talk to them.
Right. Send them in.
They've gone.
I do for you, then? For the small jar of hair cream, please. What kind do you want? The one down there? One and three. Thank you.
Trying to ruin our statistics, John.
Yeah, whoever they are, I wish they'd have waited a fortnight till this year's book's ended.
Who do you think's having a go, then?
Them two kids for certain. They knew they'd only got 3 weeks to live, so they're making hay while the sun shines. Trouble is, we can't catch the little beggars.
BD to Z Victor 2.
Z Victor 2.
Z Victor 2, investigate break-in. 2 Larch Road, ice cream shop. Occupier, Mr. E. Ballard.
Larch Road. Z Victor 2 will cope. Well, I don't know. This place has gone mad, Bob. We've done nothing this past fortnight except investigate break-ins. Never more than 2 quid's worth of stuff missing.
No, it's Tommy Higgins and that little Jimmy Harris. All we've got to do is catch the little beggars.
Aye, there's the rub.
You what?
Yeah, well, something like that.
Get off.
Why don't we just knock them off and put them inside?
Yeah, well, you try going up to that magistrate in the juvenile court and saying, well, we think they did it, sir. Just you try.
Yeah, but we know they've done it.
Yeah, I know, but try proving it.
Oh, well, it'll all be over in 3 days' time.
We've been over both the homes about 6 times each already, and we can't find a blasted thing. We've had men tailing them, and they seem to know. It's uncanny.
Right.
23 shops, 4 pubs, 8 handbags and 6 bicycles, and I'm sure it's all their doing.
When are they up?
Tomorrow, sir.
Well, have them in again. I'll have a word with them.
All right, sir.
Forward. Who tells me saw them leaving school at lunchtime, wearing brand new overcoats and carrying brand new suitcases. I was just about to Right. I'll see you in a few minutes, then. O'Brien, bring me my gallant informants, would you? Bien, Cruikshank, Smythe, and McCann.
Dozen eggs, Arlo. Bacon. Broccoli?
Well, Scarpet.
Well, get them back again. I don't like broccoli.
Percy, get ZB1 to turn over the Higgins and Harrises and then report to me at the school.
I think Higgins and Harris have gone to the Welsh Hills there, on the bus from Birkenhead.
Then why didn't you say so before?
Thank you, Smythe. Get Z Victor 1 into Newtown Station immediately. I want to see them there.
No, there's no sign of the little so-and-sos anywhere.
BD to Z Victor 1.
Z Victor 1?
Report to Newtown Station immediately.
Z Victor 1, Wilco.
It looks as if somebody spotted them.
question of whether we get permission for our boys to go out after him, or whether we circulate the whole thing and all the police forces in Wales.
Well, a bit of both, I should have thought, John. Get on to the lads. It'll save time and money if we send Smith and Weir straight out after the bus.
We should have to send somebody out to pick them up anyway, sir.
Well, start ringing.
Very much, sir. That's very kind of you, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Of course I will, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Come in. All right. You two are off on a tour of the Welsh mountains. We've discovered from a hitherto reliable source that Messrs. Higgins and Harris are on a day trip to the Welsh Hills, so out you go after them.
Oh, it's a big place, Wales, Sergeant.
Aye, but these lads only know one way to get there. By bus from over the water to Pantymuin, then walk and hitchhike. Right, you get there before the bus.
How much of a start have they got on us, Sergeant?
It's about 25 past now, and the buses leave at 10 to the hour. They'll be almost there.
Right.
And handle the local coppers with care.
Right.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Your passport?
No, Sergeant. Great idea, sending us out to Wales.
I've never been to Wales in my life, do you know that?
Think we have a chance of catching a double-decker bus with a 35-minute start on us?
Never you mind that. Just you concentrate and staying below 30 in the tunnel. These boys are red hot. They'd knock off their own chief if they caught them doing 32, so watch it.
Crikey, we'll never catch anybody at this rate.
Hey, you kids. If you don't stop playing about with that, you'll know all about it. Now leave it alone, see? Anyway, why aren't you in school today?
Off day.
Very funny. Count yourselves lucky I don't chuck you off.
You haven't done nothing, mister.
Oh, aye.
Hey, it is Mo Obama.
Hey, watch how you go, Fancy.
Keep your eyes skimmed on the road, that's all.
Do you not think these local bobbies will have stopped that bus by now?
Search me.
Both age 12, wanted by Lancashire police and believed to be aboard the bus.
All right, you two. Off you get. Come on, off. I said off.
Not very far behind, Jock.
No, we're up among sheep now, all right. So this is what Wales looks like. I don't think much of it myself.
The feeling's mutual, Jock.
Can't call those mountains. In Scotland we call those foothills.
Ah, you don't know what a mountain is. Never set foot outside the Gorbals except to come down here.
Oh, yes, I did. I used to go up the Campsies every Sunday with my bike. Now, there's what you call real mountains, the Campsies.
Nah, I'm not impressed. Hey, there's that bus.
What is this? Snakes and ladders or something? Have you seen two lads? I threw them off about 7 miles back. You threw them off? Aye. And if any more police cars stop us, I won't be responsible for my actions. You've been stopped before, have you? We have indeed. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I saw those two little lads about 5 minutes ago. They went past my van when those other bobbies were here. The other bobbies went off in the wrong direction.
Right, thanks, son.
Tom, do you see that police car? Yeah, so what? You think it's after us? Ah, come on, let's go and climb that big mountain.
Come on, you monkeys. Come on, lad. Let's be having you.
Hey, look at that.
All right, come on, let's be having you.
Well, I said they want 43 other offences taken into consideration.
43? In 3 weeks?
Aye. And they say they've dumped the stuff they'd stolen into the Mersey.
Good God. Higgins and Harris, I have done everything in my power to try and help you. But it's obviously quite hopeless. Because of the number and the nature of your crimes, I have no alternative but to commit you to an approved school. And I sincerely hope that during your time there, you'll realize what it is to break the law. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.